global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings. Today we have a trending news for you, and the headline reads, President Buhari reacts angrily as he lays curses on Nigerian who mourn him in advance. See details. But before we go into the news proper and for the analysis, would you like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead. Click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Okay, let's go straight into the news of the day. President Buhari has gone violent on social media as he blessed a Nigerian with curses on Twitter, as with words of curses on Twitter. The Nigerian had replied to one of the president's tweets, with which he addressed Nigerians about the current topmost priority of his administration, that which is to protect Nigerians. I'll read his tweet, and the tweet says, "Protecting Nigerians from the coronavirus is a key priority for us as a government. We have the Ministry of Health and the Nigerian Center for Disease Control (NCDC) working round the clock with several other agencies, as well as state governments, to ensure this," the president wrote. Well, replying to the tweet, the Nigerian wrote, "We will miss you, bro," in which the President Buhari took offense and replied with a curse. "They will miss your family, Shege Banza," with the waka sign. Well, in a moment I will be showing you the photo for the screenshot of all this. But what Nigerians have taken to the social media to react to this, I've taken around a feel of what Nigerians are saying generally over this, and a lot of persons are saying that it looks like President Buhari is really very angry with the fact that Nigerians are wishing him evil, while others are saying that this may just likely be Photoshop, because I took my time to go through presidency's Twitter page at MBuhari. We didn't see that comment, but we took time to look through the young lady's Twitter page. What we saw was she replying that the presidency have deleted the tweet, which means she's trying to confirm that indeed there was such a tweet where she was told Shege Banza, and according to her, she screenshotted it. There was a screenshot of what transpired, but the tweet has been fully deleted. She doesn't have a copy, the presidency doesn't have a copy, but she said there was a screenshot of it, of which you're seeing right now. But let's generally feel the pulse of Nigerians over this, whether this is fake or the fact that the presidency is angry. Let's find out. This one here is saying, but we all know that GMD, that's General Muhammad Buhari, can't tweet that. Is even if you understand what Twitter is all about. Well, that's true, but I know that there's someone behind the Twitter page. There's a Twitter handler, and maybe he's being paid for it, who is the one who is in charge of his social media, handles, and those ones are actually being paid for it. So even if he's not the one that tweeted it, the person is representing MBuhari, so he has to be very careful with what he uses, unfortunately, because whatever he does or whatever he writes, it's going to be seen as MBuhari writing it. So you got to be very careful what's used or written. But then, let's see what others are saying about this as well. So say, you will never hear official report that Buhari is positive to coronavirus. The game is, he'll be flown to London. In case anything happens to him, they will bring another lookalike. Okay? This one here is saying, so this president does not want to die. Why has he been watching herdsmen killings? Why has he been watching herdsmen's killings and menace? Okay, this one here is saying Buhari has died before. This second Buhari Jubilee will die again. Okay, this one here is saying, so life is sweet, and the government were watching Fulani and Bokos killing people in cold blood like cows. I'm not wishing him death or any leader to die, but I thank God for this COVID-19 that's shaking the mighty ones. Now they love life. Go and repent. Pray for God to forgive your sins. It's only God that will heal the world and those affected. No glory should go to any drugs or vices of any kind, because God alone, Jehovah, the maker of heaven and earth, the creator of the universe, has the final say. If you like, use 20 ventilators or isolators. If God says no, no man can say yes, only God. But that's true, my brother. This one here is saying, so far you go away, my brother. Forget about the causes. Let us continue to mourn you. We will miss you now, Abba. Okay. This one is actually confirming with what the lady is saying, that they will miss him. This one here is saying, if this story is correct, then the fellow wishing Mr. President Buhari's death didn't do well. Life and vengeance belongs to the Lord. Okay, this one here is saying that Buhari cannot tell a lady Shege Banza. Instead, he would have said Shegia Yabanza. Shegia Yabanza. Okay, he's saying that it's not possible that a lady will be giving Shege Banza. Instead, it should be Shegia Yabanza. So, which means it could be photoshopped based on what this person here is saying, based on also the language, Hausa language, which means whoever had done the screening and the photoshopping did not use the right languages. Hence, it's seen as not right, might not be a correct news. Maybe she's trying to frame up a story that MBuhari is a very violent man and all of that. This is why I say MBuhari will never use such abusive words. Okay, that's still the same person confirming. Another person confirming the fact that MBuhari cannot use such abusive words on any Nigerian citizen. Okay, this one here is saying, people wishing their president dead. Okay, this one here is even saying it's not possible that President Buhari can say such. Okay, this one here is saying, let the useless man do the needful and avoid those hot and proactive causes that can endanger his life. More and still coming in onto him from different quarters because Nigerians are tired of him. Why didn't he go outside the country to receive treatment now? Now that he was said to be tested positive, nobody said he tested positive, We expected him to leave the country with huge sum of public funds to treat himself and his chief of staff outside the country rather than receiving treatment in the country. God will punish his stupidity. This one here says, Shege Banza is laughing over the fact that somebody called the presidency Shege. But as over the fact that the presidency called the lady Shege Banza. This one here is saying, I'm missing you already, bro, especially that your English chai. Okay, I think this is generally cutting across board. Some persons believe that this is true, and the fact that the person handling the social media handle of the presidency could not resist the urge of replying and had deleted the tweet. And others believe it's just a fake Photoshop, as in it's Photoshop, it never existed. Because I actually took my time. I went through MBuhari's page. I didn't see anything like that really. I saw the message of the one he gave to Nigerians. I also saw the lady in question. But then I also noticed that in the lady's page, he said something about MBuhari deleting her tweet. But every other person are saying that, those who understand Hausa are saying that you do not use Shege Banza on a lady. Instead, you say Shege Banza. So which means whoever had said that, it's not possible then that it is MBuhari, because MBuhari's handler, who ought to understand what a Hausa language is, or Fufude as the case may be, I think it's Hausa here, he should know that Shege Banza should have been the right word. So could it possibly be that it's photoshopped? There's nothing Nigerians can really do anyway. Let's be truthful to ourselves. But then, honestly, my own take here, I don't believe he would actually say that. Personally, I don't believe. Personally now, I'm not saying it's not possible. This is my take now. I don't believe he can actually, the handler behind MBuhari, knowing how sensitive that particular Twitter handle is, he shouldn't be dishing out rubbish on it. So he should be very careful the words he uses. I don't believe that a boy, there will be a boy behind that handle. Should be a man handling that handle, or even a female, but should be a grown person, not a little boy or girl who is prone to emotional tantrums. Because this is emotional tantrum, if you ask me, because he's a public servant. There will always be abuses here and there. You should have develop a thick skin over things like this. Not everyone will like you, not everyone will hate you, but just make sure you're doing the right thing. The most important thing to Nigerians is actually do the right thing. If you do the right thing, Nigerians will move on. Nigerians are actually happy people, but just all we want is better life. I don't think it's too much to ask, if you ask me. So for that person to react Shege Banza or Shege Banza, I feel it's very, very, very childish. But then, this administration have shown signs and symptoms of childishness. You could still imagine sometimes you see people like a social media handle like Loretta sometimes say some words, you begin to wonder, did she truly say that? Then you go to a Twitter handle, you will see it. She did say such. And you're like, really? Loretta will show such a thing like that. So sometimes you begin to see some certain attributes. You begin to wonder, should it be done? So but then in Nigeria, everything is possible. It's possible that somebody can Photoshop. It's very possible that this can be Photoshopped. It's also very possible that I've seen high-ranking officers use the social media, page handle to say words, utterances that are amazing to the ears. So either which way, honestly, I don't know what to believe. But for me, I believe that for me now, my opinion here is I do not think the presidency will stoop so low as to tell the person that is your family that they will miss Shege Banza. Then why are you the president? You're supposed to be quote unquote father of all. But then Nigeria has suffered so much that we don't know what to expect anymore. But what's your take on it? Do you really think that the person behind MBuhari's handle truly replied that lady by calling her out that it's her family that they will truly miss, and the fact that she's Shege Banza? But the Hausa people in our midst are saying there's nothing like Shege Banza for a female. It's something like Shege Abanza, which means that it may not be a true Hausa man speaking, or if it is, then it is photoshopped. The person who said those words do not know the difference between a male and a female use of words, pronouns here. But what do you think about this? Let's go to a comment section. Do you truly think that the person handling MBuhari did say such, or do you think it was truly photoshopped just to make us something out of this?